That's that just speaks to who JT is. Very few catchers have the power speed component, and he's such a good athlete. And to be able to do that and show his power there in the second and leave the ballpark, and then he crushed that ball and it carried him the right way. And I think it's somewhere between first and second. He saw the bounce and sniffed it, and he knew with his speed he had it. And that's a thing of beauty. Very few catchers possess that type of speed and athleticism to be able to run off inside the Parker. So a big night for him. Did a great job behind the plate. Navigated a lot of pitchers, a lot of bullpen guys, and he did a heck of a job calling the game and handling the entire group.
Barraclough obviously came in and got some big outs there.
Huge. Coming in that bases loaded jam and getting the 2 outs right there, and then being able to go back out for the next inning was big. It was almost a momentum turn in the game, honestly, for him to be able to come into that spot and perform the way he did, make the pitches, and this guy has just continued to step up night after night, given the opportunity. He's making the most of it. Very competitive and aggressive, and he's on a mission when he goes out there. It's good to see.
DJ, what kind of upside do you see in him?
Oh, he's definitely a back-end guy. He's made the right way. His stuff is good enough to be that. You never want to label someone a potential closer in the future, but it's in there. The mentality's in there, and the pitches are in there.
Conley's still struggling to get past the fifth. It's good.
Yeah, you know what? He pitched very well. I had a lot of base runners. Going to have to pitch more efficiently. He reached 99 pitches at 4 1/3, and we were hoping that he could get through that fifth and put himself in line for a win. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But there's a lot to like with him. I think that there's ways that he could be more efficient with his pitches, and he and Chuck will sit down and review that film, and he'll see some things, I think, where he can minimize some pitches in times and be able to finish some hitters with 2 strikes.
3 infield singles and a blooper out of the 8 is what I counted. So
Yeah, little tough luck as well, no doubt.
You got the 4-out save by AJ. Obviously, you came in and gave you what you're looking for.
Yeah. The bullpen picked us up big. I mean, starting with Barraclough, and then I think there were 7 runners stranded between Barraclough and Dunn and AJ, and each guy had to come into a tough situation with traffic, and they performed. And being able to do that, that gave us the opportunity to keep runs off the board or keep it to a minimum. And I thought it was huge the way those guys performed. And we don't like to put AJ in that situation, but mentally he definitely can handle it. I think that's his 24th save tonight, and the bullpen did a heck of a job to navigate through that back part of that ball game.
DJ, Barraclough was so dominant today. Were you tempted to go even longer with him, or not stretched out?
Yeah, not really. He's kind of that multiple inning of 2, and that's where we like to keep him, when we can get him there. And that way, if you have to give him 1 day off, he's good to come back afterwards, and he's responded very well. And some of the other guys down there have done the same thing. So the fact that he was able to get 5 outs was huge.
We overlooked D, 2 hits, 2 steals, get 50 now. I mean, you said before the game.
He's special. D brings it every night, and the double, and scored 2 runs. He finds a way. He's our catalyst, and he plays with the energy. He gets up there, he battles, he grinds out the at bats, and for him to get to 2 strikes is the same as a 0-0 count, and he makes it happen. So it's good to see him respond like that. JB had 2 big RBIs. Martin with the RBI there in the first inning. So up and down the lineup again, a good night, good situational hitting. I felt like that we would get back to that after last night. We were a little bit flat and somewhat in a fog, and it was good to see these guys bounce back and give you the ABs. But the night truly belonged offensively to JT. That's pretty special to be able to do that.
Rojas okay?
He's okay. He's fine. He'll be back in there tomorrow. He's fine.